Hey guys, welcome back to Transformers G1 for Life, where I talk about G1 toys and related cartoon continuity.
What about me, Magnus? What about me? I can help. I want to help. What about me?
I have a problem with Blurr, the fast-talking, fast-moving Autobot introduced in the movie. He's a data courier, the fastest Autobot on land, and is a close descendant to a thoroughbred Cybertronic racehorse and a superior messenger. So, his mom was a horse and his dad the mailman. He can quickly whisk information from one place to another, carries an electro laser that reverses polarity and leaves his enemies motionless. Range is 10 miles, and I'll assume that that's the range of his gun because he wouldn't be a good courier with the 10-mile range, especially if in vehicle mode he can travel faster than the speed of sound. 10 miles doesn't cut it. Well, maybe those are mega miles.
1 mega mile to go.
But no, my problem isn't that he's related to a horse or has a confusing 10-mile range for a courier. I actually have a problem with my Blurr figures. So please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment as I attempt to fix the problem. I bought these figures years ago, and I did a video a while back on the issues, but basically, the one with the arm flaps here has a giant hole in the hand. But this is not a Targetmaster, and you can see that this was drilled out. What I initially had tried to do was put the arm flaps on the Blurr with the good hands, but the coloring is different on these two Blurrs, so it didn't look quite right. But someone left a comment and said that the hands could be removed. I took a closer look at the arms and I noticed two screws holding it all together. So today I'm going to attempt some surgery and I'm going to switch out the hands. I'm going to be removing the two hands from the bad Blurr and I'm going to replace with the hands from the good Blurr. The first thing we have to do is remove these pieces that I call the arm flaps, and then after that we'll unscrew and see how easy it is to take the hands out. Being very careful to not break anything. Okay, there's one. And there's two. Okay, now the surgery. So we're going to unscrew these two screws and see what happens. I'm going to start with this screw that's closer to the hand. Okay. Okay, with the one screw out, the hand doesn't pull out, so we're going to try the back screw and see what happens with that. Okay. I got both screws out. It looks like this is going to separate. Okay, that does. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I gotta be a little more careful. So that's separated. Oops, now I lost a part. Okay. So that's something I'm going to be more careful on the other side so I can fit that back in properly. But let's take a look at this. So this is the hand part, and it doesn't look like it's glued down or anything, so that's good. And we're just going to kind of wiggle and see if it comes out. Oh yeah, there it goes. All right, that's cool. Okay, great. So we got this hand out. This is the one with that messed up hole. So I'm going to put that off to the side over there, because that's going to get transplanted onto this guy. Okay, you can see that that's already starting to separate. Okay. So I'm going to carefully open this. Okay. All right, so now I see how this goes. That piece, so this piece goes on that peg and then it goes in to there like that, so it can move and slide. Okay, so I'm going to try and leave this arm in and not take it out, like I mean the whole arm, but I'm going to take out that hand. Perfect, that came out nicely. So that goes over there, and we're going to put this Blurr here. Now we have to get the hand off of this guy. Okay, so this is the arm that we're going to put on first that goes on that side, and these are the pieces for it. This is the one that goes on the top. The rocket, or that part's on the outside. So here there is this peg, and the arm or hand goes into there, just like that. So now the next thing is to put this little piece back on. And so that actually is going to go here on this outside slot, and then it snaps, it just pushes in kind of like that. Okay. So now we're going to put the top part on, and we just have to line that up properly. That's not right. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to screw it back in. That's that hand. Now we're going to do the other side. So same thing. Take this piece. So that's the top. The hand goes into that peg, just like that. And take the bottom piece. Stick that plastic part into the outer slot. And this goes in there like that. And then we have to properly line this up. That one was a lot easier. And then we screw it back. We have this blur with the changed out hands. Now we need to put these arm flaps back on. So that's a lot easier to get these on. They just kind of snap in like that. Perfect. And this one there like that. Okay, great. So now I have the two flaps that color match to this blur with hands that have normal hole sizes. Now it's the same process to put them back on, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste time right now doing that. I will do that later. But that is how you change out the hands on your blur. We'll just transform him. The flaps go back. That shield falls off pretty easy. The legs in the back come out. And the head, that part goes like that. And there we go. There we have our blur with our good hands. I hope this was informative. Maybe it's going to help somebody else out. I know that one comment the person left about you can just change out the hands. That was hugely informative for me and led to this. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you think. Transform and roll out.